Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. I'm joined once again by Tyler.
Hello.
And last time we managed to solve the puzzle of the garden, and now we are going to go meet back up with everybody else in our group and see what they were able to discover before heading back to the Ambidex rooms, presumably. This says lock on it, so it's probably the lock for this door. Alright, let's open this door.
Yes, let's. Please do.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Open!
You found it.
Yay!
Woo.
No sooner had we stepped it. What?
3 out of however many puzzles done now.
Are we already at 3? I guess we are.
The first one, then the crew quarters, then this.
No sooner had we stepped out of the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. Whoa! What are you guys doing here?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map? Oh,
Turns
right.
out it's the same thing that happened last time.
I dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us. Yeah, it's like if we're all trapped in a small facility together that we'll run into each other eventually.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right?
Yeah,
And which room did you go into?
this fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden.
Bee garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
And then we met up. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited.
Oh, so are we just gonna go back there right away?
So?
Yeah, I guess.
Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. Ooh,
There's a
jellyfish.
Yeah,
What are
obviously a
those?
different priority there.
Yeah, we both focused on the 2 different things.
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey! You want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait, did you just say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time.
Yeah?
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
Wait a minute. Could we all have been frozen like that for some time?
Well, there's only 3 pods, but maybe if there's more pods around the
Yeah.
facility.
If there's more pods somewhere else. Because the thing is, we saw that paper about, like, the pandemic, right? But then Sigma said, I haven't heard anything about a pandemic. So what if it's possible that we've actually been here a lot longer than we thought, and it's years since we've been out in the world?
Well, Sigma hadn't heard the pandemic. Kay hadn't heard of it, but he also is an amnesiac. And Quark... I don't know if Quark ever commented on the pandemic.
No,
So-
Certainly nobody said that they recognized it or were familiar with it in any way.
Yeah.
3 people? Who?
You mean 3 of us were...
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb.
He's commenting on the water that she's comprised of.
The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
But how does he know that?
It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover?
Oh,
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
That makes sense.
I see.
yeah, but why would Clover tell him?
I mean-
why would that ever get brought up in conversation?
It could have been a slip-up, but it's possible that he knows from an alternative source. Oh no, she's cracking.
What's so funny?
Oh man.
I'm
You
the
fell
one
for
who
that
planted
one
the
hook, line, and
bombs.
sinker, didn't you?
What?
I'm the one who planted the bomb.
I'm Zero all
Out of
along.
nowhere.
Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke.
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually simply became Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous?
I mean, you are wearing, like, oddly Egyptian-themed jewelry.
The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that.
Yeah, I'm not buying it any more than he is.
Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. I mean, it certainly would be nice to believe that she's really just a normal person and all this stuff is really just made-up complication. But it also seems a bit like protesting too much. Oh, that's new.
Oh, yeah. Those aren't milkmen, those are ninth lions.
Oh, well, apparently jellyfish was not the correct interpretation. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Oh my god. This is a lions versus the sun argument all over again.
Hold it! Objection!
Yeah.
This is...
It looks like another
This
warehouse.
time it only took 9 lions.
yeah, apparently. Objection!
The same warehouse.
Hey, look.
3 more doors.
Monochromatic doors.
They're all glowing white. You think?
So you'd have to mix, like, primary with secondary.
These might be the next set of chromatic doors. Unless this isn't supposed to be their color, maybe they haven't loaded yet?
Well, the
I'll
other
bet on
one's
it.
loaded,
True.
if that's what you're guessing.
Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right. Let's head back to floor A. So where are the others? Shouldn't we have encountered them by now?
Well, their door went, like, you can see they went through the red door, which
Yeah.
doesn't really connect to where you guys went on the right side of the map. Or maybe they went into some sort of killing game mindset and they're all dead somewhere.
They should have like a vitals monitor up by the AB rooms so that when you go back there you can double check that everyone is still alive.
K is sus. I saw the two of them dead on vitals.
I saw K vent.
Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see.
What?
He vented.
What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Temyoji shoved K aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him. Maybe we'll need to put him in one of those beds.
Yeah, there are convenient beds for him.
Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Shikari Shiro! Temyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was
Where's
Clover
Al?
who
Oh,
stopped
Clover.
him.
I was about to
Hey,
ask
what are you
where he
doing?
was.
He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious!
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Well, we have Luna.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, we've got Luna.
Luna?
Yep.
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but
You have to take a look at him then. Please. Quark needs your help.
okay. I'll see what I can do.
Just do the best you can.
I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark?
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Well, now we're going to hear if anybody knows of it. Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean?
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Dio and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stayed behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like, one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelivir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
We looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Dio's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
We should put him in a bed to slow the progress of it, I would think.
Yeah, or they said they could cure diseases too. So maybe.
They said it could cure some. I would be surprised if it was capable of just, curing this. That would be nice,
Yeah,
but that'd be a bit easy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Treatment pods. That's it! If we put Quark in one of those pods... For a moment, There was silence.
Quark?
Also, if he's infected, doesn't that mean that the rest of us have been exposed too, potentially?
Maybe. Yeah.
Quark!
Is he holding a needle?
He's holding something.
Oh, thank God! You're awake!
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys! I could use a hand here.
Yeah. Right.
You'd think Clover would have us covered.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Temioji! What the hell are you doing? Get over here! Temioji! Can you even hear me?
Oh. Right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape!
The hell?
Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die!
I mean, if that's what he's concerned about, it's gonna happen anyway from the sounds of it.
Die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey! Somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good. Thanks, whoever that was. Uh-oh. Quark barely seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. Is Temioji about to, stab him? Did he grab the scalpel? What are we gonna do? We've gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Superil Beta.
Soparil?
That's the anesthetic!
That's what's in our bracelets.
Yep.
The one that's in our
Not the killing
bracelets.
part, but the one before it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just...
I feel like they've been intentionally vague on who has the scalpel.
Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
I wonder if that's the illness that made him lose it like that, or something else.
What else might it be?
Respiration, blood pressure,
I don't know.
brain waves, everything's normal.
We don't know anything about him, so... I don't know what...
Yeah, but it seemed odd to Tenmyoji as well, so it might not be something related to him,
True.
at least.
According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright. I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh?
Medical license?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
Oh, not much.
As much as a doctor would?
I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
That the truth?
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So, what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Temioji's gaze. Uh-oh.
Well, we know who has the scalpel.
There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently, she had been the one to take it away from Quark, and she doesn't look good. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him, or for some other, more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Alright, well, as long as she's only trying to kill herself and not us. Wait! Alice! We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it! I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit! Which way did she go? Right? Left? I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her!
Yeah. I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Gotcha.
Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah.
I think we should keep at least 2 conscious adults in each group, just in case it comes to a fight.
I stay here. Got it.
There's a chance that if Alice came back, she could overpower Temyoji alone.
Yeah.
All right,
There's
let's
also
move, people.
the fact that we need to find her quickly, though, so...
True.
Get going.
At Phi's command, we scattered, filtering off into the different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. I wonder if we're gonna find her alive. No one here, huh? Damn! Where did she go? Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else. Crew quarters next, I guess? No. Elevators? It's kind of a big facility if we need to find her quick, huh?
Yeah. Actually, unless she's like hiding really well, 3 people for downstairs and 3 for upstairs would probably be enough. Because you just go through each of the 3 paths.
Yeah, but I'm concerned if anybody stumbles on her alone that she'll, like, jump them and attack them.
Yeah.
She's unstable right now, so there's no telling what she's gonna do, so we have to look after the safety of the people searching as well.
Yeah.
Shoot! Nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark... I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next. And we're all split up right now, which means that if something funny happens, like another bomb gets planted, nobody's got an alibi.
Yeah.
I'd only gone a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Uh-oh. Alice!
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's, alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So, she's just unconscious?
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
Huh.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right. Alice was lighter than I'd expected, and Fi and I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Radical 6.
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
And one by one, we're all gonna drop like flies now. On our way back, Fi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her?
Seems too happy again.
Yeah. Wait a minute. 7 sets of eyes?
Yeah. There's 9 people total, and 2
I guess
are
Luna is
infected.
widening her own eyes?
What? Oh.
Because it should be 6 sets of people listening to Luna.
Actually.
Two people are
Never
unconscious. 6 are listening, and then there's Luna herself. So I guess she's widening her own eyes as she's telling us.
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
Yeah, we can at least buy time. As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small, unconscious body off the bed. Plus, it prevents them from, getting up and attacking us or themselves. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Is this medicine?
Excelavir, or Axlavir.
What?
Axlavir medical spray, now available.
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here.
Excelavir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
But there's 2 people who need it. I'm guessing it's 1 dose.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it!
And where exactly did he get it from? Because I'd want to go double check that area more thoroughly to make sure there wasn't a second one.
Hurry
It
up
might
and
have
give
been
it to him.
a safe reward.
Maybe.
Hey, hold on a minute! What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for 1 person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in 2 or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Bai moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes, then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That 1 bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No. Unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for 1 dose.
Only 1 person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice? Or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save 1 of them.
Then what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're gonna save them both.
How?
That's...
Yeah, that's where you need to spell it out.
I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save the both of them. It was there, I knew it. I guess
No.
Oh, to be continued.
Ooh.
Does that mean that we're being blocked on this route?
Yes.
So we have to come back to this route after we've explored some other set of choices.
Yeah. So.
Okay. That is common for this kind of game. So I guess the answer to saving them both might rely on critical knowledge that we can only obtain from a different route or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
So in that case, we have to return to the flowchart here.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't
So
really explained this, because I don't think the game hasn't explained it, and you and I just know how it works. But, so this chart shows the different branching paths of the story as we make different decisions. So, like, here in the middle is this first branch where we decided who we were going to pair up with the first time we went through the chromatic doors. Based on this choice, the story can go one of 3 different ways, and we've been exploring one possible route. And then again,
the Alice Blue Door route.
The what?
The Alice Blue Door route, and then it split. So then there was the escape rooms buttons, which means that's where we did the puzzles. And then the paths that split off into novel parts are the A-B room choices, ally or betray.
Yeah. And so after this, we have one decision to make. Once we can get past this, and that has a short end, and also one of the longest ends in the game. One of the 2 longest.
So it's probably going to be an ally or betray choice.
So
just
then,
based off of the fact that it splits in 2, and that would be the next thing to happen in theory.
So now at this point, we have to go back to a previous decision we made and explore a different route. So we have 2 choices. We can either go back to the very first time we went through a door and pick somebody else to tour with, and that would send us down a completely different branch of the game. Or we can go back to the A-B room, and instead of trusting Alice, we can choose to betray her and see what would have happened from there. I'm guessing we should probably do that one, just because that's still at least in like the same branch family. So if we're going to explore the possibilities methodically, we should probably exhaust this one big branch that we're on.
Yeah, it's up to you, but that path obviously would be the most similar.
Yeah. And that might be the easiest too, because then at least we're changing.
You won't forget the novel stuff before as well.
Yeah, because all this first route stuff will be the same. And so we can remember that, as opposed to having to jump to a different main branch and then come back and remember like what early novel things happened or didn't happen. So we will probably pick up next time from the decision where we could trust or betray Alice, and we'll have to betray her in order to see what happens down that storyline route, which will be quite interesting. It will mean we're certainly in not so bad a position because we'll still be on 4 points. I wonder if anybody else... I wouldn't think that would affect anybody else, would it?
What would?
If we betray Alice, everyone else's decision should have been independent. So in theory, they should all make the same choices that they did before. The only difference would be that we betrayed Alice. And so then there will be no change because Alice will presumably still betray us. We'll betray her. And then we'll both be on 4. And then that, I guess, will affect how the teams are willing to split up next time.
You'd be on 3, but yeah.
Or 3, yeah. Although I do notice that, like, this time we have more of a branching path.
Yeah, so, you get to... I guess they leave the choice up to you in that path.
Yeah, when we go through the chromatic doors again.
Yeah, there's still people who wouldn't trust you, or trust another person that betrayed them.
Yeah, so we get a tie-breaking vote between 2 choices of how we can group to go through the chromatic doors.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing allows us to go to the other 2 rooms. I'm guessing that if we do that, the one place we won't be able to go is probably the garden, because that's the place we had to go in this route.
Yeah, or at least one of the blue door options would be blocked off. Because maybe if different people go to the door, it'll be a different way.
Yeah. All right, well, we will look into that next time. In the meanwhile, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all then. Bye!
Bye!